Hello everyone, so myself Gaurangi Kushwah, and today in this video we are going to talk about what is Insolvency Bankruptcy Code, commonly known as IBC. So first of all, let us know what is IBC. Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016, referred as IBC, which is considered as the biggest insolvency reform, is a central act enacted for reorganization and insolvency resolution of corporate persons, partnership firms, and individuals in a time bound manner for maximization of the value of assets of such persons. IBC was enacted and came into force on 28th May 2016. However, some of the sections were made effective on various dates to implement in a systematic manner. Some of the parts have not been notified till date, that is 1/1/2019. Example, bankruptcy process for partnership firms and individuals. So now let us look on insolvency and bankruptcy history. The era before IVC were having various scattered laws relating to insolvency and bankruptcy, which caused inadequate and ineffective results with undue delays. For example, SURFACE, securitization and reconstruction of financial assets and enforcement of security interest, Act for Security Enforcement. Second, RDDBFI, recovery of debt due to banks and financial institutions, for debt recovery by banks and financial institutions. Companies Act, for liquidation and winding up of company. Presidency Towns Insolvency Act and Provincial Insolvency Act, for sickness and insolvency of partnership firms, HUF, and individual. Ineffective implementation, conflict in one of these laws, and the time consuming procedure in the aforementioned laws made the Bankruptcy Law Reform Committee to draft and introduce Insolvency and Bankruptcy Law Bill. How petition under IBC is filed and processed. In simple terms, if any company makes the default in financial or operational debt which is due, in such situation, any such creditor who is debt and default in such debt may file a petition before NCLT, that is National Company Law Tribunal, to initiate the insolvency process. Corporate Insolvency Resolution Process, CIRP, against such company corporate debtor. Hence, it requires the following conditions to file the petition before Honorable NCLT. There should be debt which is due to the company. Second, the company would have defaulted in the repayment or fulfill such debt. Third, the amount of such default should be more than rupees 1 crores. Fourth, the home buyer's case, there should be more than 10% of allottees or 100 in numbers, whichever is less. The CIRP under IBC has the following unique features that any other legal process. First is appointment of IRP. An IRP is appointed by NCLT on initiation of CIRF order. Second, every creditor is required to file its claim for the amount against the company under CIRP. All the major decisions are taken by the committee of creditors, which comprise only the financial creditors. Powers of directors, both, get suspended and all powers comes with IRP or RP. The process needs to be completed within 180 days. The objectives of IBC: to simplify and expedite the insolvency and bankruptcy proceedings in India, consolidate and amend all existing insolvency laws in India, to protect the interest of creditors, including stakeholders in a company, to revive the company in a time bound manner, to promote entrepreneurship, to get the necessary relief to the creditors who have been waiting for the payments since a long time, to curb down the fraudulent corporate persons who have been defaulting in making due payments to work out a new and timely recovery procedure to be adopted by the banks, financial institutions, or individuals. To set up an insolvency and bankruptcy board in India, maximization of value of assets of corporate persons. Now let's have a look on key features of IBC. So there are many key features. Let's have a look on some of them. One set of laws for insolvency and bankruptcy, timely bound process for payment to creditors and insolvency process. It is the most prevalent law dealing with insolvency and resolution proceedings in India. It has an overriding effect on other laws, gives equal representation to all the creditors for effective resolution of the stressed assets, appointment of insolvency resolution professional to take care of the business of financially distressed companies, provide relief to all the creditors who are owed some amount from the corporate person, empower the creditors to make key decisions during the insolvency proceedings, includes home buyers under the definition of financial creditors, financial as well as operational creditors cap, initiate corporate insolvency resolution proceedings against corporate person, invitation to submit resolution plans to take over the distressed companies. In the light of our features, we can clearly make out how this new legislation will act as a superior law in effective industrial development. IBC will help in removing the defaulting and fraudulent businessmen from the market. So by this, I end my video here and hope that you all have understood well. Thank you so much and stay safe and stay healthy.